I'm here today with Skratch, an amazing app, and you've probably by now seen our interview with Scott Bennett. We wanted to also interview Lindsay Feldman, who is an integral part of the team here, and brand development, and does all kinds of other stuff behind the scenes. Tell us a little bit about what you do.
Sure. Well, first of all, it's just such an honor to work with Scott and with Ronan and to help them take their dream, their baby, and as Scott will say, coddle it.
Right.
Even though we don't want to coddle it too much, but you want to entrust your brand and your dream with, I think, with a team that really gets it and understands the mission. And so it's an honor to come to work every day. I do live what I love to do, which is really unique, I think, for the kind of the mission that we're selling, the message that we're giving to teens and to parents about a new generation. I'm the director of partnerships at Skratch, and with that, I'm honored to work within the community, really, to build strategic relationships with different organizations, such as family-centric organizations, like, for example, the YMCA, or synagogues, or churches, or schools, who believe in the power of work and what building soft skills can do to a teen, how it can change their perception of a world that they can actually influence, that they can take charge of because they're using a skill set that they feel confident using.
Right.
And so we draw that out of each organization and we find a way to meet a need. So it's tremendously fun and interesting and challenging all at the same time, and I've been really fortunate to be on this journey so far. So
You look happy.
oh
You do.
Yeah.
You look lit up by it, which is amazing. I think that shows a lot about a company when the people that work within the company can talk about it the way that you just did and feel, your sense of passion just comes out of you. And I know this is not your first attempt at building brands, because that's always been, even if you've done it from a nonprofit perspective. Give us a little bit of background of like what else, what brought you to this part in your life.
So it's a long story, but I'll touch on the highlights. I am one of four girls, and so I think it must have started with my own place in my own family of origin. Being a third, and also having an opportunity to look up to women and look up to my sisters.
That's a lot of women.
Yeah, it's a lot. Believe me, it was not pretty always, but I think that's where it began. I think it was being that third in the family, to know that to really be able to see, I can go here, I can make these choices, or I can make other choices, and how am I going to do that? And that we wrestle with from the time when we're adolescents. Yeah. So I've worked within the school system, within aging services, with families, really. But if you look at the core of the work that I've done, it has been central. The central theme has been with families, and really tapping into what takes them from here to there. So not as a therapist or a counselor, more so as an educator. What can you do with your child through your interaction to help them thrive, to help them be the toddler that you see them being? How can you encourage them? And then at the Legacy Senior Communities, it was really how do we take care of our parents and give them what they need after they've given us what we needed? How do we honor them back, and how do we do so in a way that meets their needs?
Right.
And then here every day, it's how do we meet our teens where they are? So it really has evolved. Family's important. So.
You've seen every single cycle of the of the journey.
It's so far, yeah, so far. But it's but I think I've missed a lot. So I still think there's a lot to learn. And I've worked with some really great community-minded people who also believe in the power of community, and that's why we're looking at organizations where families go to for their trust, for their sense of security, when they look at how they want to expose their kids to technology or sports or education, they're going to go to a place they trust. And so we want to be among the places that, that families trust.
We were talking about that before we started this little impromptu interview here. And, you said some really important things about the way a mom, a coddling mom, but that's, some of this stuff is,
job,
and some of it is still
right?
really important. I mean, we do
Absolutely.
want to keep our kids safe, the best that we can.
That's our priority.
So how do you help encourage that theme in the Skratch brand?
So we do a lot by way of education. Often people don't know all of the attributes that this thing can do.
Right.
There are many aspects of safety and security that are right here on your phone. And so we capitalize on that with our technology, with our algorithms, how we've worked different features into the app to communicate data to all of those who need to know. And so we have the teens in mind. We have from day one, with each of us having teens and children.
Right.
It's our priority. So we've put a lot of processes in place to keep everyone safe.
Everyone
safe
aware.
And aware. Oh,
Yeah.
From the way the parent is tethered to the experience. When I know that my son is working a gig at in your neighborhood for someone you may know, I have an opportunity there to find out who that person is and how, and I have information. So that was a priority to us. How do we educate the parents and to let them know you're going to be on this journey with them, and you're going to see how they're working, and then you're going to have an opportunity to talk to them about something that you may not talk to them every day about. But when you receive notifications that they're taking advantage of an opportunity to earn, therein lies the answer. You've given them the wings to go out and find the opportunity, and then you're there for when they come back and need to talk about how much they've earned, the fact that they haven't gotten paid yet. What what are these, what are these, because this is technology. There's going to be, there's always going to be issues. So it's great.
That's awesome.
It's great.
I love that. So, Lindsay, tell us a little bit more about Skratch's social impact.
Sure.
You guys are connected to a lot of amazing opportunities that way.
For us, it was really important that for the teen, for their socioeconomic status, their background, their age, that they had opportunity also, whether they had an iPhone or not. So Scott might have mentioned that we recently launched on Android now. So it turns out we want not only teens in North Dallas, we want all teens to have opportunity everywhere. So, but oftentimes there are communities that are kind of fraught with issues of financial instability or food insecurity, or issues that would prevent the parent to hiring a teen. So they wouldn't actually have the opportunity. They have the need, but not the opportunity, which is why we've partnered with some organizations that reach all kinds of families with all kinds of needs, and really the ability to be able to provide Skratch as a solution will help teens work in any neighborhood they live in. So we're going to work a lot with the City of Dallas, with different businesses, with the Chamber, to educate businesses downtown and throughout the city about how they can utilize teens for short-term task-based work that will also serve as an entree for their first opportunity to work, which might lead to the next opportunity. That's, that often people ask, well, if my teen is working on Skratch, do they need another job? And I said, well, if they can find another job, that would be great, because as you know, we're in a 40-year decline of teens working in the United States, which is, a lot of seniors are working, which is fantastic because that's necessary too. But we need opportunities for the teens as well.
All right, so I'm going to have you talk to the various people,
Sure.
the mom, the business, etc., in how Skratch can help solve their problems or their needs.
So at the family level, there are a lot of opportunities. Just in the home, there's your typical weekend to-do list. There are those
Clean my
things.
closet.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
We call it the invisible to-do list, the things that are just there, but you're not you haven't really tackled them yet. The swimming lessons, the camp registrations, the things like that that just they pile up in your mind. But a teen can help with some of those items while you're home doing other things. Whether it's a sports mentor for your child, or or help cleaning out a closet or a garage, or there's a lot of different opportunities for teens around the house. In the business, look, teens are very savvy when it comes to Facebook, when it comes to Instagram, social media. They've become and will be, they're the experts now.
That's right.
And so they're a lot faster than you are. So if you have a small business and you want to help your social media, help boost your social media presence, you might think about a teen who has a great interest and who's really successful at that. Then they could really, they could help you. So, and oftentimes we think, oh, I need to hire someone to do that. Well, sure, you can hire somebody, but try giving a teen a chance. You might be surprised.
Absolutely.
So.
Well, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. How can they find you if they are looking to directly communicate with you? They've got an opportunity that they want filled, or they want to discuss the business with you a little bit more.
Sure. We have a partnership inquiry form on our website. So please just access our website, go to our partnership page, and to just email support@skratch.co, and you will get in contact with us. So
perfect. Thank you so much
Thank
for
you.
being here.
It's been fun.
Thank you for watching our Passion series. This process has already been so uplifting and impactful that we are encouraged to create a passion movement, inspiring you to live your best life. We are coming to you each week with another amazing individual who will share their unique story. If you know someone or you yourself would like to take part in our passion discussions, please comment below or send us a message. Until next week, live well, live inspired, live your passion.